Hello, I'm Dr. Anthony Skip Basil, and I've been asked to do a little workshop and talk about Google Docs and creating platforms to share good practice. For the live workshop, we're going to hopefully record it, so we'll ask for permission from everyone to do that. Very quickly, we'll be looking at what is good practice. A kind of error elimination approach, an example of a tool that we might be able to use, a fantastic project by BT called Dare to Share. We'll look at how the workshop is going to shift things around to the stakeholders, the learners generating the content, and make this into a bit of a fun game competition. So, if we're starting out here trying to decide what is good or best practice, it's important to know what the profile of the stakeholders are. Then we need to establish, okay, what is the criteria for success? In this case, we're talking about student satisfaction. So we need to make explicit what they're satisfied with. So they need to know what they expected coming in, and if those expectations were met. Sometimes the students don't even know what to expect. So this is a kind of bottom up. The design of the learning is based on the learner's needs. An important element of this is that good practice can evolve. It can change over time. Another perspective that I think is worth mentioning is kind of error elimination, that we're not just looking for what works, but we're also trying to identify what the barriers are. Where do we go wrong? How can we learn from these mistakes and hopefully put a prevention in place? An online platform that I would recommend that we have a look at is called ELG. It's an open source environment, very good for collaboration, containing wikis and a number of different resources. And it's free to use, and something that I think we can explain a little bit more about as we develop. The BT Dare to Share project is what I'm recommending that everybody have a look at before the workshop. This is an approach where the stakeholders, the staff in the company actually make the resources, and that's what we're going to give it a go. So instead of me telling you how to do Google Docs, we're going to be breaking everybody up into groups. Hopefully one person in each group knows how to do a Google Doc, and we're going to get you to generate the content to produce some type of training resource about how to make a Google Doc. So this team approach will be asking you to produce some kind of training material, whatever media you think is appropriate. And explaining why you would need a Google Doc, what situation would you want to have a shared document, and then how you go about making it. But then also identify any possible hazards, privacy issues, version control, file management names. We need to then establish the success criteria, because when we come back next time, we'll have people present their resources and we'll need to vote. So we need to have a criteria on what is the best resource made. And we have a quiz that we'd like you to have a go at. So please try this Google Doc, which is online, and see how you do on the quiz. All right, that's the workshop video. We hope that you really enjoy it today.